So I'm going to say hello and welcome, warmly, warmly, warmly welcome to meet and to share and reflect a little bit about the book. It's yeah, that's why we're here. So we are in different places in the world, so it would be fun to hear who are you, and also how we met, maybe if you want to say that, and where you are, and your first reflections of having taken a little peek into the book. Who wants to start?
Well, I can start. Who I am, I met you in Iceland. No, actually in Denmark, years ago. Is it? Long time ago, on a workshop, Easter workshop. And you put out the fire on the very last morning. I remember that. Me, I'm basically working as a psychotherapist right now, and I work with dream travels and meditations, and basically work with my magic garden here in Denmark, very quietly. Living, I believe, a very tantric life. I'm single, but that doesn't exclude a tantric life. Yeah. That's me. I read your introduction, and I find it very, very honest and very raw. And you explained also how you were going to write the book as it came out. So, and that might also be a good idea to write that in your introduction. I just have to look at my notes because and I noticed that, I don't know if I should say that now, I noticed that you are introducing your book as some kind of a learning book, or maybe a teaching book. Is that the word? I think that's a correct way to phrase it. As a book you can teach, you can learn something from. I mean, that's how I read the introduction.
How great!
Yeah.
How great! Well, it all starts with the aim of finding a way to kind of describe and share the feeling of living bliss inside. And in a way, I think it's my fundamental kind of thinking of living is that if a book doesn't give me anything, then I'll just put it down. So if the book doesn't give anyone anything, then I think they should do something else with their time. So I wish that the words kind of, awaken something, some thought or some like new, that's my.
Yeah, and that's sort of what you express also, your wish to have you obviously have something to say, that's for sure.
Well, that's great to hear that is kind of, that you feel that. Yeah,
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Inca. Yes, thank you. And tell me where in the world you are also. It's so fun for...
Oh, I'm in Denmark, Elsinore. Yeah.
That's great. Denmark and Iceland today.
Yeah.
Great. So my name is I'm Inca, and I met you, Matilda, while you were teaching me how to become a coach. And that is what I do today. I coach people to become the best best version of himself, and to like walk the path and follow their dreams and dream communication, dream life, whatever they have a vision of being better in, or a goal to receive in whatever dimension or aspects of life it is, then my passion is to help people to reach their goal. I also teach meditation and yoga nidra, and I throw courses that are about meditation and yoga nidra. So that is what I do, and continue to study. Study coaching and study more yoga, and I love studying. When you're reading something new and studying something new, you grow. So I will be a forever student.
Yay! Yay!
And writing, like reading the book, or like the introduction of it was, it's really, I'll just say as Ia did, that it's really honest, and you're obviously talking from your heart and writing from whatever comes out of there. And I love the sentence, my longing is to allow myself the experience of relaxation and feeling heard and seen the way I am. And that is something that, if that is the only thing people would take from this book, then that is an amazing step for everyone, and you too. So, and also reading the content, list of content, I thought it was interesting, and I really look forward to read the rest of it. And yeah, just thank you for inviting us to sneak in the book before everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes, I live in Iceland, and I am there now, and I am watching the mountain Asian as we speak, right in front of me. So
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I'm just going to say thank you again, because it's such a beautiful like support. It's like a birthing for me to bring the book and allowing everyone to kind of see and read, and yeah, that's what I want to do, but it also kind of feels a lot while the birth is going on. So for having you to share with me, it's a complete gift. So I just want to thank you for that, and we're going to complete this intro right now, and we're going to talk some more. So thank you for now. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the chapter number 9, which is called communication and attention. So when I was writing, it's been like a thought for many years. Even yeah, when you and I met in Denmark, for example, for my first ISTA training, we were so scared, and it was so much new and everything. And our way of living, when I've shared it, people have said, why don't you share? And I have not understood how to share. So the book has become, I've kind of, what pieces could we share? And this is, for example, how much attention, for example, is for me really crucial to feel secure and to feel, what a tool that is, the presence. So the chapter is about that in a little bit. Yeah,
I got that.
So Inca, you want to start somewhere with some reflection or?
yes, it's really interesting chapter, and it's really important one in general in life. And it touched me because communication and attention, to showing someone attention and feeling heard and seen, is so important in general in life. And we have such a busy life, and we have come on the path of like living such a busy life and are having so busy lifestyles. And what happens when we are so busy is that our attention gets lost. So we are maybe, like you talked about, you're at home in a room full of people that you love with a full agenda, and you're in the agenda, you're not there. And that is something I can relate to, because I often catch myself in that mode where I am maybe at home with my 2 little girls and my fiance, and my head is fully on work and my studies and everything I'm doing, and they are trying to like, mom, see this, and my mind is somewhere else, and I go like, yeah, great, yeah, it's really nice, yeah, and then I keep on with my mind flowing off. And I think it's so important that when we catch ourselves is just to let go and just fully be present where you are, or not be there at all. Just like giving yourself the space to like just be somewhere else then, while you're finishing off, to be and practice to be fully present wherever you are. And that is something I thought I had mastered, but the past few weeks have taught me that I'm also a human, and every one of us is human. So no matter how much we master anything, we always need to remind ourselves on what we are and how we approach one another, and how we are there to give others the experience of feeling seen and heard and being fully present. And that is, I think it's so amazing to be able to notice it when you are not there, and how to switch the modes and tune in and be there. So I think it's a beautiful chapter, and I related a lot with it because I'm also, like I told in the introduction, I am a meditational teacher, so I am teaching people to be present to themselves.
Yeah. And the chapter comes from the absurdity of kind of wanting to be close to someone.
Yes.
Perhaps preparing oneself, that's one angle. You know, if I prepare to be present, then perhaps the other person is not present. And the other way around. So it's so, you know, how to get two people beautifully present. And that's what the whole Tantra thing is about, which you're like a super experienced Tantra person, Ia. Maybe you can connect to something with regard to how to become present like that.
Yeah, I live a single life, and I live a very secluded life a lot of the time, and it is basically doggy and I and the garden. And I believe that I live a very most of the time I'm very present in everything I do. When I cook, I do it with love and care. When I do the garden, I do it with love and care. My doggy and I understand each other perfectly well. He understands everything I say because I can read him. So it's a training thing. I'm an old one now, so it has taken many years. And I also live a very self-satisfying life, I exercise self-pleasure, as I believe strongly that it is the life force that runs, and with that life force that pervades everything you are and do in your life, and that's an incredibly strong force. I don't know whether I make sense right now, but that's strength, and that energy is what everything, the whole world runs on that energy. But we can connect to it if we really want to, and if, as you wrote in that chapter, stay present. And there is, as we all know, only now, and then there's another now. And if you are able to do a good now, you will have a beautiful past, no matter what life brings you. So very simple, actually. Yeah.
Very simple. And I think people are very curious, because when you say, I live a tantric life, tell me what you mean by that. It's so amazing to be able to say, I live a tantric life.
If after my belief, the way I've been working with the tantric and Easter the last 5 years, I have gone into how shall I express it? I believe that I am my own best lover.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah. And when I work in therapy, I make a framework, very practical. I make a frame, and then I tune into the person that are supposed to come. I had a session today, so I have it very fresh. And then when the person comes, I throw everything away, and then I work through me, not from me. Everything I do in my therapy is through me, not from me. I in a way, that's how I feel. Maybe totally wrong, but I feel that I'm just opening up, and then it comes to me what I need to do. Of course, I have a lot of background and platform and education and blah, blah, blah. But I basically doesn't use that. I use what comes in and feels right in my sessions, always. And I can't hardly remember it afterwards. If people ask me what we've been doing, it's very vague for me, and I have to write things down immediately afterwards, and most of it I forget again, because it's not from me, it's through me. And that's what I mean by tapping into that life force energy that is there all the time, and then work through that whatever it is. Not from me, through me.
But it's so amazing, because that's also the aim of the book is about describing this life force energy and how we can support, how it's so beautiful how you also explain that being self-pleasuring, allowing yourself to be in contact with the sexual energy and the life force, that's of course that's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's not often talked about in areas outside of Ista.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not about having a partner or doing something right or wrong or anything, but how many seconds or minutes or hours during the day can I allow myself to feel pleasure? Yeah, and how that can be transformation, or is transformation, or is some kind of connection.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful. Inca, you want to keep connecting on that whole piece?
Sorry?
You want to keep connecting on all of that in some way?
Yeah, I just thought it was so interesting to listen to Ia talk, because before all of my sessions, whether it is yoga nidra session for one person or 20 persons or more, then or if it's a coaching session, I always tune in on it, and it's not about me. And I tune in on whatever is supposed to be there. So if someone like asks me after the class, what did you do there? I'm like, I'm not even sure I remember. Just whatever comes, and that is something to tune in. It's so much value in it for every individual and whoever is around them, because you're like communicating with yourself, and you're letting go of everything that you have like studied, like everything that has been programmed in you, in your lifetime or past lifetimes. And I think it's so amazing to just like let it all go and just give myself attention. What is my body saying to me now? And what is coming, what information is coming through me right now that needs to be shared in whatever discussion or whatever I'm doing. I think it's so, and I think it's so amazing. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, good. We're all on the same page here.
Yeah. And what I think is that, because I hope that whoever reads this book and reads this chapter, because I don't know what the rest of the book says, then whoever reads this chapter, if that person can communicate a bit better with themselves and give themselves a bit more attention, then that is so amazing. Because we need to begin with this.
That is so beautiful, and I don't think it's, well, I think pleasure kind of starts with oneself also. You know, how could I feel pleasure with someone else if I can't feel pleasure with myself?
Of course. Yeah.
It sounds logic, but we're not really trained from an early age to think that way, or practice it, or be allowed, you know, or encouraged about it. So yeah, I just see that happening more and more. I would love to have people enjoying more and more.
Yeah. Good. What happened here? Oof, I'm sorry. You're here. Yeah, unfortunately, the world is not framed for that, and sexuality is such a taboo still, of course. And unfortunately, Tantra is also very much connected to sexuality. And I mean, it's 10% of Tantra. I mean, come on. So it's just easy to use that, to use your sexuality to get in contact with it. You can use it. You can use your sexuality to get in contact with that force. But the force is there all the time.
Yeah.
And it's freely available to everybody. When you learn how to tune in.
I love that also, because that's what it's all about. But before we started this activity, for example, with coming together so beautifully every day, my body was not as open, you know, so all the activity had my body open up. So all of a sudden, all these different orgasms and things happened with my body, and I had no idea if this was something wrong or right, or so then I went and found the ISTA training to where can I talk to people, and there were the journey starting with, you can actually be this open the whole time. It can be like an open vessel. being in contact.
Yes.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And how are you? How do you manage that? To be this open and in this content all the time, Matilda?
Yes, that you know, it's just awesome, because what I describe in other chapters is that my programming was, oh, now I get turned on, I have to take it away. You know, the feeling turned on was something that, you know, should peak and go away or close, or, you know, it couldn't be there over the day. You know, it's something to close down. Yeah. But then when my body all of a sudden were so activated, yeah, so the turned onness didn't go away. I had to kind of start to understand what do I do with this, and through all kind of exercises in the armoring training and tantric massage training and the Ista training and everything, then I can circulate it today, so I don't have to turn it off. It's on all the time. And it's becoming like a vessel for the energy to be running the whole time. So breathe in and I'm in orgasmic everything, and I don't have to move the body either. So it's more like enjoying it and containing it, which I had no idea, which I so much want to let people know, that it's possible to be, to have the body like that, have a body experience like that.
It's interesting, really.
Yeah.
Certainly, yes. It takes training. It takes awareness, and it also Tantra works very much with the polarity, and the masculine, the feminine, and the capacity to contain that polarity within yourself. And that's one of the key points in Tantra, to be able to understand that polarity and to embrace that polarity within yourself also. So and that's one of the things in Tantra that can make yourself your own best lover. Because you can be both the masculine and the feminine within yourself, so you can actually very well make love with yourself.
Absolutely.
That's one of the key points in the tantric teaching, to presence and understand that polarity within yourself. And then there's a lot of yoga involved in it also, to help run that energy. Also, they use yoga also in the tantric scripts. You know, if you really want to be a yogic tantric master, some say that it takes many years of practice, and I'm not sure about that anymore, because I think the world moves so much faster today. So we are, and it has been such a huge change the last 20 years. It goes really fast. So people are able to grasp that much easier today than they were 30-40 years ago. So what I've been working on my whole life is actually things you can teach children today. You can teach them boundaries, of course, and you can teach them how to be true, and how to be true to what they're actually feeling. You do not have to act on your feelings, but your feelings are part of who you are. So they have what do you call it? They have valid.
Yes.
Valid. Yeah.
They are
They
valid.
have value.
Yes.
It's a word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely value. And that's a very important thing. There's I don't know, the whole Me Too thing that goes on at the moment is necessary, because we need to teach our children boundaries. And why children grow up having shitty boundaries is because the parents are breaking children's boundaries again and again. It starts in the home, unfortunately. So parents also need to know and be aware of boundaries. And of course, children has to be, brought up and within the framework. But we also need to respect their feelings, whatever they are, and validate other people's, children, anybody's feelings. We may not agree with them, but we accept that they're there. And that's in my, what do you call it, optic, very, very important right now in the world.
I want to connect back to making love with yourself, Ia. It's so interesting. That also what I did not know is that we have kind of like an energy body, and the energy we can like merge and have like sexual union with only energy. We don't even have to touch bodies.
Of course not.
We have like energy sex, if you like.
Yeah, of course.
How do you kind of get started there? If you're someone who's new to it, what would you be saying then?
I would, work very much with bodies. In my therapy, I seem to end up every time working with how they feel in their bodies. So today I've been working with the body on the bed, me beside it, not touching, just where do you feel this? Where do you feel that? How does it look? What color does it have? How do you move it? And it's all the whole energy body, how it moves in your body. And what if there's a blockage? How does it look? How does it feel? Does it have a color? Blah, blah, blah. The whole identification of what goes on in your body, and where does it go on, and how does it go on, and how does it feel like? What does it feel? What is it? And do you have a memory attached to it? Blah, blah. That's a whole psychotherapy thing. But it's very important, if you want to work with yourself, that you know how you function.
Yeah, you mean getting to know yourself,
Exactly. Yeah.
How does my body work and feel?
Exactly. Yeah. And how is there places where it feels cold, warm? I mean, it is a body mapping, if you want. You can use that word, mapping your body, and getting to know where the energy doesn't flow, because that's how you find out, by checking it out step by step. And then you can learn how to run that.
How to release blockages.
Exactly.
Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
So much also about well-being,
Exactly.
really about like taking care of your own body, supporting, that the energy flows. Yeah, it's like, well-being.
Yeah. But if you have a lot of trauma, if you have a lot of I find that so many people today have difficulty finding the meaning. What the hell am I doing here? What's the point where I can just sort of hang myself or let go or get out? And if that's what you want to do, that I feel free to do that. I think everybody's free to do whatever they want. If they don't want to be here anymore, then get out. But finding that you are more than your ego, and you might have some talents that you can use, and everybody has something. And energy, everybody can work with energy. I mean, it's children does it very, they learn it very fast.
They learn it very fast, and they also we are born with it.
Exactly.
It's our natural way of living, but but when we grow up, we are taught something else. So I think this is so like because we were talking about parents and their communications to their kids, and if parents can communicate to kids with respect, so the children can respect how they feel and grow up as a person who respects how they feel themselves, and respect and like see the energy, feel the feeling in their body, and notice it. They are aware of themselves. Then I think it's so wonderful to have that, and to catch parents and people, grown-ups, on how to become more aware of themselves and how to become more aware of and respect the children. Because if they grow up, the children grow up to become adults with this awareness, it takes away so many conflicts we have with ourselves as grown-ups, like you talked about. Like it would change the aspect of trauma and how difficult times are, like how they affect us, and it will make them and us so much more open to love, receive love, and receive self-love and self-care. And it won't even be a question mark on it. Should I take care of myself? You're just doing it. And can I have pleasure in every aspect of life?
Of course.
Of course. You're respecting yourself. So
So that's what so many people have to relearn when they are grown up.
So we're going to complete our sharing together. So any last words? Anything you want to say in the end before we complete?
So I'm looking forward to read on. Maybe it's a good idea to say, if I send you my email address, so you can send it on my email. It's better.
Yes,
because it's a shitty read on the iPhone.
Yeah. Talk about that. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything for you in the end?
Yes, just thank you for inviting me and us to have this discussion on your wonderful book. I look forward to read it, and I look forward to discuss it with more people after reading it. And I really hope that whoever is listening to our discussion now after reading chapter 9, that they read on. And even though the book is not, if this is something completely new for someone, to be aware of themselves and more aware of the environment and sensations and everything that they keep on and take the steps towards. So thank you for allowing us in this journey. I look forward to reading the rest of the book.
Great. Thank you so much, beautiful women. And I also love that we are all ages and we're everywhere in the world and we're just meeting and gathering around this beautiful topic. So thank you very much for now, my beauties.
Thank you so much. So nice to see you again, Matilda.
Yes.
And take care, Inga.
Yes.
We'll see each other soon.